It's time now for latest in local news. In the news on Monday, the county commissioner selected Paul Andrade as the new county administrator, and at Monday's meeting coming up, everything will be officially signed with a contract. The vote 4-1 this past Monday, with Commissioner James Boot Thomas voting against. WIFO-FM had a chance to talk with Paul Andrade on Tuesday. Here's that conversation with our new county administrator, Paul Andrade. New county administrator Paul Andrade. First of all, Paul, congratulations on receiving the job.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it.
I'd ask you, what's your vision as a county administrator? Kevin McCurry mentioned yesterday he thinks the vision is the county administrator works for them, whereas in the past he's thought the county administrator didn't listen to them. So just want to ask you, are you working for the board, or are you working for the commission? I mean, are you working for the citizens of Wayne County, the county employees? What's your vision as a county administrator?
Well, I really think it's both. I mean, obviously the county commissioners hire me. And I think the role of a county administrator is to take the philosophy and vision of the board as a total group, and then he takes that vision, or she, and does the day-to-day operations. So as you're going throughout the work week, you always have in the back of your mind, what do my county commissioners want? Because, I mean, realistically, in a representative republic that we live in, what happens is those commissioners are elected by the citizens in their district. So hopefully what's taking place is the citizens of their district have put forth the person that's going to carry out their ideals. So from that, I get their ideas and visions, and on a day-to-day basis, I'm able to basically work for the citizens at the same time.
As I mentioned, I've been here a long time. The only thing that's changed from the last board to this board is the power structure. I used to joke with Kevin McCurry, the chairman. He was the lone wolf back in the days when Herschel, Hires, Mike Roberts, and Boot Thomas had the 3 votes. There was a lot of 3-2 votes, but that has changed since the election. Now Kevin McCurry has the power in the 3 votes with Mike Gordon and Jamie Hickox. It was a 4-1 vote. Tim Hopkins voted yes, but James Boot Thomas voted against this hire. So he said it wasn't anything personal. So the question to you, are you going to be able to unify this board, and you're going to be able to work with Commissioner Thomas?
I believe so. Look, there's no doubt that Commissioner Thomas and I can work together. I mean, I've known Boot Thomas for at least 20 years. I respect him immensely. I don't believe, I believe exactly what he said, that it wasn't personal, that he just disagreed with the way the procedure was carried out in reference to the hiring process. You know, I know all 5 of these individuals, there's no doubt in my mind that they've got what's best for Wayne County and their individual districts. And so because of that, I really believe that we're going to be able to come together as a cohesive board. Now, here's the thing. That doesn't mean that at times we're going to disagree. But as long as we keep an open communication, and if I understand, or if they individually understand why someone disagrees with them, well, then you can walk away from that and still respect each other. I mean, we often throughout life disagree with whether it be family members or coworkers or whoever. You're going to have disagreements. If we all thought alike, it obviously would be a very boring world. But I just, listen, like I said, I love Boot Thomas. I've known him back when I was on the school board, and he was coaching here in Wayne County and also an administrator. I think he's a great guy, and there's going to be no problem with he and I'm sure.
All this is going to be official Monday. We're going to get you on the Butch and Bob show one day next week. We'll talk more in depth. But one final question I got is, one thing on the horizon is the SPLOST vote. There's been a lot of discussion on what the SPLOST funds are going to be used for. There's been talk of security at the courthouse. There's been talk of community center. You have any special project that you'd like to see done now that you're county administrator?
No, I agree with that. Something's got to be done with security at the courthouse. So that needs to be addressed, no doubt. I think once I kind of get my feet wet and get into the position and start seeing exactly what the needs of the county are on a more of a detailed level, and then working once again with the Board of Commissioners and understanding what their view and philosophy is going to be as far as what they see the needs are. And then it's just a matter of getting that out to the public and convincing the public that, look, we need this SPLOST.
Okay. Again, we'll talk with you more in depth when we get you on the show next week. Again, congratulations on receiving the job, and best of luck.
Sounds great. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
Once again, those comments of County Administrator Paul Andrade. Again, we're in the process of lining him up next week to be here on the Butch and Bob show. County's agenda is out for this coming Monday. Again, Monday's May 1st, first Monday of the month. Here's a look at the agenda under Citizens Concerns. Francisca Metcalf and Kara Price talk about Bright Night Power Solar Project under development in region. Juanita Halsey
possible to talk about indigent attorney bills. Under old business, once again, consider and approve removing that rapid response position from EMS, which was tabled from the regular meeting April 3rd and called meeting April 18th. Also on the agenda, a lot of bids to go over. Also on the agenda, consider approve resolution amending the 2023 general fund budget for ARP. Consider approve tourism board agreement. Consider approve JC landing well agreement. Discussion of EMS truck rotation. Consider approve special event permit. And Jason Weaver, the mayor of Scriven, will be on hand to talk about recreation in Scriven. Items with the administrator, items with commissioners, executive session to talk about land acquisition and personnel. All that's set for this coming Monday, May 1st at 7 p.m. at the County Commissioners Meeting Room. Wayne County Board of Education met last night. We'll come back, take a look at that meeting right after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. The Wayne County Board of Education met Tuesday. The big news from that meeting is that the Board of Education has extended the Superintendent Dr. Sean Kelly's contract for 2 more years from April 1st of this year to March 31st of 2026. The vote was 4-1 with Board Member Tina Mosley voting against. Personnel approved last night. Still no decision or announcement on who the Scriven Elementary's new principal will be next year. Here's the personnel approved Tuesday after executive session. Certified recommendations: Dalton Cameron, Wayne County High School; Taylor Child, Martha Ross Smith Elementary; Patricia Duncan, Martha Puckett Middle School; Riley Edenfield, Jesup Elementary; Kathleen Gilliott, Martha Puckett Middle School; Mallory Jones, Jesup Elementary; Jessica Kessel, Jesup Elementary; Michelle Morris, Wayne County High School; Miranda Teston, Martha Ross Smith Elementary; and Gracie Yoder, James E. Bacon. Certified transfers: Teresa Bush from James E. Bacon Elementary to Odom Elementary; Stephanie Ingram from Martha Ross Smith Elementary to Jesup Elementary; Judith Keith from Martha Ross Smith Elementary to Jesup Elementary; Charles Lyons from Wayne County High School to Arthur Williams Middle School; Lisa Rain from Martha Ross Smith Elementary to Jesup Elementary; Anna Roser, Martha Puckett Middle School AP to Central Office Assistant Special Ed Director. Certified resignations: Devon Johnson, Arthur Williams Middle School; Kimberly Tayo, Wayne County High School. Classified transfer: Latasha Burdette from Martha Ross Smith Elementary to Odom Elementary. And classified resignations: Timothy Hewitt, Transportation; Stacy McMinn, Odom Elementary. We'll have more from the school board meeting on Thursday's newscast, but one story from last night is that the school board still wants more time to think about and study the athletic director's proposal to combine the middle school sports programs. Board member Joe McPipkin says he sees pros and cons either way, but wants more time to study the issue. One board member, though, has her mind made up, and that's Sharon Daniel, who stated Tuesday that she's totally against the idea, and she says her constituents are not in favor of it either. Here are some of her comments at last night's school board meeting.
One of the things is that we asked several questions, and after we asked the questions and everything was presented to the public, basically, it sounded as if we had made a decision that this is what we were going to do, although we had not. We had made the decision that we were going to table it and talk about it. I have had some contacts, and individuals have contacted me and said that they don't want the middle schools combined. I've done some numbers as well, and based on what I'm looking at, it's not really going to benefit us as a whole to combine the two middle schools. You're going to lose some school spirit. You're going to lose some abilities of principals to be able to motivate kids through athletics. One of the things about athletics is that you have students who you're able to influence them to make the right choices in many cases based on their athletic, the ability of them to be able to the availability of them to be able to play athletics or participate in athletics. And at the if you have one kid at Arthur Williams and he's on the 8th grade team that is coached by somebody from Arthur Puckett, you're going to lose that. You're going to lose that. What kind of pep rally are you going to have? You know, so there are a lot of things and a lot of factors that play in there. I also found out that the 8th grade, the way the middle school conference works, they have an 8th grade team and they have a combined 6th and 7th grade team. So it's not 3 teams. It's only 2 teams. So once again, you have, what would you say, 30 kids that are participating. So it's not increasing the number of students that participate. And that came from a middle school coach from from Ware County. And I reached out, and I also found out that Ware County is not. And they're not getting ready to combine their schools. In fact, I was told Waycross is actually building a new school, supposedly beginning next year, moving their track to the front of the school. I mean, I've got detailed information about all of that.
And once again, those comments of school board member Sharon Daniels. She continued to comment. She's been talking to coaches from other counties, so WIFO-FM simply asked her if she had talked or asked any questions of Athletic Director Justin McDonald to help put the proposal together. She says she didn't want to bother him during the state playoffs run, but the AD's taking phone calls this week for the weekend golf tournament. He's doing his day-to-day operations at high school. I'm sure he could take a phone call from a school board member. Superintendent Kelly says that it's not time to make a decision on this issue just yet, but the board members will ultimately make the decision. Daniel also, in her beginning statement, stated that people believe the decision has been made. WIFO-FM had AD Justin McDonald on the Butch and Bob show to discuss the proposal in detail. He made it very clear that this was just a proposal and no decision has been made. Once again, anyone can go to the website and click on the Butch and Bob show and listen to that show. Again, we made it very clear during that show to anyone listening that no decision had been made at this time. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor or other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news, couple of events taking place today in Wayne County. First, this morning at Coastal Pines Technical College is the Professional Women's Luncheon with the theme of Styles at Sea. That begins this morning around 11 a.m. Again, we tip our hat to all the professional women of Wayne County. Hope you have a special day at Coastal Pines. Again, food, fashion, and fun. Also today at Wayne County Courthouse this afternoon is the annual Crime Victims Memorial Ceremony. That'll begin at the courthouse at 5:30 this afternoon in Courtroom C next to the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. This is National Crime Victims Week, and again, the local ceremony is set for this afternoon at 5:30 p.m. The Victims Memorial Wall is on display all week, and this is a public event, and everyone is invited to attend. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, saying have a great day.